flip to the young. Marcus Garvey at the desk, used to have to push up. Now I hardly got the press, got 2 guns, they both lead the cardiac arrest. My success got suckers' souls on, blowing steam like a cup of coffee. Click, pow, get these fuckers off.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Direct once again, and I'm here with some last-minute thoughts on RBE, or Rare Breed Entertainment's Pearly Gates card, which should shape up to be one of the better cards this year. Where exactly he's gonna rank, shit, we'll know in about 24 hours. Before I even get into the card briefly, I just want to shout out RBE because they've done a great job over the years farming their own talent, taking some MCs that other leagues have left for dead or threw them in the graveyard, and reviving their careers through great matchups, a dope small room concept, and just being able to control their stage and their crowd. For a lot of upcoming leagues, man, don't do the rent a rapper game unless you're building your own MCs and your own crowd. And the greatest thing that RBE has done over the past few years is establish an identity, which I cannot stress enough. If you rent rappers, you have no identity, right? So shout out to Shada, ARP, Lawrence, the whole RBE staff. So let's get into the card real quick. We have, well, before I even get into it like that, Qleen Paper isn't going to be there. ARP announced on Twitter he didn't check into his hotel. Then he announced no Qleen. We don't know what's going on with Qleen situation, the Syndicate Cartel situation, if there's something behind the scenes there. But come on, Qleen, man. You and Jims are supposed to be a really good battle. You guys both have personalities. You guys both are fan favorites in your own right. And this was something that, you know, could have been just a great matchup. Not even a lot of pressure on the situation. You know, you could have showed up and been funny or whatever. So I don't know what's going on with Qleen or what's going on with the situation with his leagues. And it just sucks because he didn't show up to another battle. But then him and QP had a great one of the best 2-on-2s I've seen in a while against DNA and K-Shine. So that kind of rebuilt the anticipation for people to want to see him. So I don't know. I don't know where he's going from now. I guess we'll see blogs and shit surface after the event. But anyway, let's jump to DNA and Big Cannon now. The dope thing about DNA, Big Cannon, first of all, it should have happened a long time ago. Second of all, when you want to get a veteran rapper like DNA to try in a battle, it's all about the matchup and it's all about the storyline. Now, him and Big Cannon don't have no past beef that I know about, but they have two styles that can mimic each other. What I mean is when you talk about the rebuttals, the way they deliver things, the way they feed off the crowd, and the way their energy can change at any moment. I think you put DNA in a situation where he doesn't want to be upstaged. He doesn't want to be in a position where people can say, oh, after watching that battle, Big Cannon is a better freestyle than DNA. So I think the matchup is good for that purpose. If you don't have a timeline, you have to get two people that do something similar, and I feel like it makes for a better battle. Big Cannon is going to want to prove, yo, you're not out rebuttaling me. And I see a freestyle fest going on with some dope written bars in between. So I have it slated as a very good battle. I think it should be one of DNA's better battles of the last few years. And Big Cannon is a killer on RBE, so who knows where he's going to go with this one. Already talked about Jims and Qleen Paper. Now, Daylight and Ill Will. I don't have too much to say about that. I did like Ill Will's performance against Twerk. And Daylight is just, I mean, I know his fanfare is down after the Mickey thing. I don't know what he's going to do. When I think Daylight and RBE, I think, oops, it can be anywhere from oops to real deal. Who knows? I know he don't disrespect RBE like that, but you can't predict what Daylight is going to do. So I think you got to lean towards Ill Will from a battle perspective. Then we talk about Big K and O-Red. Now, O-Red is excellent on RBE. That shit he did with Show Off, I think the last 2 rounds, some of the best material of this year, of the past few years, he was cooking. Big K is top 5 to 10 battle rapper right now, depending on who you are and how you rank him. But he's definitely up there, man. People have been screaming for him to battle the top names in battle rap. Now, I do feel like this could be a very good too classic battle. I hate throwing around the word classic. You know what? Let's go with very good. We're gonna go with very good. I think it will be definitely a top 3 to 5 battle of the year. I believe that with that shit, Red was spitting against K Shine and Show Off. He showed creativity against K Shine, and he just showed having elite bars against Show Off. I think it's going to be great, man, because Big K does great on RBE as well, man. They contract him, he comes out, and I really liked him against JC. I thought he got creative in that one. And he's shown against opponents like Caustic and Illmac that, you know what I mean, he can be either his talent is transcendent of crowd or he just is effective in any crowd against any type of opponent. Everybody loves some of his lines. So that's going to be a very, very good battle. I hope that it would be a classic, but we're going to go with two varies. Very, very good battle. I can't predict what's gonna happen in that one. I'm just gonna have to watch and see. I think Big K has an edge just due to overall career consistency. But if this is, you know, top Big K versus top Red, watch out. This was a dope last minute addition and surprise to Pearly Gates. Now let's talk about JC versus Illmac. Now this is my main event for this battle. JC has been on this quest for Lux, and they've been giving him everybody. And, you know, you would think that when you get some type of fan favoritism or whatever, you would slow down a little bit. JC has been rolling, like, with the Chef Trez battle, with the Rum Nitty battle. Like, he's winning these joints clearly against people who are dope and who have been 3-0 and 2-1 in other people. JC might have bit off too much he can chew with taking Illmac and T-Top in weeks back to back. I think he's going to do very good in one of the battles. Well, I think one of them is going to be a classic, and I think the other one he might lose. Now, which one? I don't know. But I'm hopeful for this one. Illmac is at a career crossroads. Now, Illmac has reached the pinnacle of what you can do in King of the Dot, Grind Time, Scribble Jam, various street battles and tournaments. He's won almost everything. But as far as crossing over and becoming like a mainstay on that East Coast crowd, he's never done it. And this is the battle that's gonna prove either Illmac's gonna cross over and he's gonna be, you know, what we thought he could be years ago when he first started battling, or it's just not gonna work for him. And I think this is the right stage, the right opponent, and the right time. This is the right era when people are so focused on bars. He can pull it off. Now, this battle is going to be hard to predict because JC, he has a way of changing the narrative to only be about bars. Now, like, even if you're like, oh, I'm going to outperform JC, people are so focused on what he's saying that people are going to say you lose if you just outperform him. He's one of the few battle rappers, like, you know, at times it's been Nestle, Chilla Jones, Illmac is also one of them. These people that are just lyricists that force you to force the comment section to be about lyricism. You know what I mean? That's hard to do, and he's worked hard to achieve that goal, you know. Illmac is another one, but like I said, not with the East Coast exposure that someone like JC has. I feel like when you think Illmac, you think his best performance is Thesaurus. You know, you might have seen the Big K battle even. But I feel like battles like Bender, Man is Ill, there was the blind guy he battled and he put on a blindfold and rapped from a blind man's perspective. That's the lyricism, and that's just the creativity that a lot of people haven't seen from Illmac, because a battle like Thesaurus is more of like a legacy battle than it is like, yo, this is about bars and this is about how good of a writer I am. I think both of them take their craft of writing seriously, and I can't see this battle being less than like a B+, a B at the worst. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and say that it's a classic before it happens. I'm looking forward to this battle. This is, like I said, it's a career crossroads for Illmac. It's going to determine how we view his legacy a little while from now. And for JC, this is a notch he needs on his belt on the quest for Lux. He's trying to take out like everybody, and I low-key think he's crazy for setting these battles up and doing this the way he's doing it. But kudos to him, man. This is the one, man. JC and Illmac, this is the one. make sure you go to rapgrid.com/VOD or rapgrid.com/pearlygates, or just go to rapgrid.com and click on Daylight and Big K and JC and Illmac and ORED and Ill Will and et cetera's face, and you'll see a big Pearly Gates. It's in yellow and it's on the main page and it's a rectangle. If you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, RBE does really good with getting the videos out fast. They should be out within 24 hours at the most. Usually they get them to us the same night, and it's an early event. Battle starts soon. Let me know what you think in the comments below, who you think is going to win what battle, and I will see you guys for the recap. Peace.